Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside Stocky Gymnasium for this big non-conference men's basketball matchup as the Babson College Beavers are hosting the Amherst College Mammoths, ranked number 14 in Division III men's basketball. My name is Chris Schuker. Certainly glad to be back here. Another great season of basketball. Both teams, men and women here at Babson, off to very good starts. The women have fallen a little bit lately. Game below 500, but this men's team coming in at 6-0 overall, while Amherst at 3-1, and did just drop their last game, so they're certainly going to want to get back onto the winning track. They will start with number 3, Devon Allen, a sophomore from Danvers, Massachusetts, 6'1". Number 11, Grant Robinson, a 6'2" junior from McLean, Virginia. That's Devon Allen, who just sank the tray to begin this game. Number 20, Josh Cherry, a 6'4" senior from West Orange, New Jersey. Number 25, Fru Che, a 6'5" junior from Somerville, Mass. And number 33, Eric Salou, a 6'7" senior from Carlisle, Massachusetts. Great move by Frank Oftring to go back to the left hand. The head coach of Amherst in his first season, interim head coach, is Aaron Toomey. Talk a little bit more about him as this one goes on. Babson, starting number 2, Crew Ainge, a 6' junior from Wellesley, Mass. Number 12, Aaron Gow, a 6'4" first year from Bridgewater, New Jersey. Number 20, Andrew Jaworski, a 6'4" junior from Tulland, Connecticut. Number 21, Jack Coulahan, a 6'6" senior from Newtown, Pennsylvania. And number 30, Frank Oftring, a 6'6" senior from North Attleboro, Massachusetts. Head coach in his 25th season is Stephen Brennan with a record of 406 and 258. Babson and the home white and green going to look a little bit different for most, if not all, of the season as Coulahan kicks that out to Oftring for 3. He's got the first 5 for the Beavers. So in this, the centennial school year for Babson, celebrating their 100th anniversary. They have begun the college's centennial celebration with the throwback jerseys tonight. Today will be the 78-79 and 79-80 jerseys with the script Babson Beavers on the front. I love the look. Oftring will try it same spot. Can't hit that one from the left wing. Rebound pulled down by Cherry. Cherry quickly over to Robinson. Robinson lays it down nicely for Salou. A very easy 2 points there for Amherst. And this could be the something's got to give game. These two teams have gotten off to great starts offensively and defensively. As Ainge will pull up for 3 straight away and hit. An early 8-5 lead. So points per game as a team. Get to the individuals in a little bit, but as a team, Babson averaging 88.8 points per game on offense, Defensively, 63.7. So they are plus 25 points through 6 games. Amherst averaging 81.5 points per game and 52.8 defensively for an average of 29 points per game, almost 30 points per game. So a lot of points offensively, not many points defensively. Oh, yeah, another three-pointer, and this one connected on by Jaworski. It's a Babson team that has actually struggled a bit from three-point land, other than Coulihan and Matt Pattison. Jaworski came in only 6 for 22, shooting threes on the season. As a team, fairly respectable, 55 for 146, a 377 percentage. But again, a lot of that was because of Coulihan and Pattison. Oftring has one. Ainge has one. Jaworski swings that back over to Coulihan. The lone senior on this, Oftring, of course. The two seniors on this team as Jaworski makes good on another bucket, 13-9. A bad pass. Robinson tried to kick that over to Che. And it was a two-hopper that he couldn't field. A nod to the baseball team. The Babson baseball team is going to be honored at the half, and we'll keep it here. We'll have try to pick up athletic director Mike Lynch as he introduces the team on a great season last year. That was so much fun to be around and be a part of their regional championship. Aaron Gow trying to back down the much taller Salou. Instead, we'll go out to Coulihan, back over to Gow, left corner three, blocked on the way through, and out of bounds off of Amherst. So we'll stay with Babson with only 6 to shoot. Played a little more than 4 minutes. Ainge inbounding. Somebody needs to pop free. Gets it to Oftring right into the hook shot. That's pretty. Oftring averaging 13.2 points per game and a team-high 7.2 rebounds. But we've seen he can do it from everywhere. He's already got a three. As that is Will Phelan, who couldn't connect on the triple. It just came in for Amherst. Quick 15-9 lead. Ainge spins in the lane, hangs, and throws it away. And the layup is good by Garrett Day. So Oftring mentioned with the team high 17.2 rebounds. Jack Coulihan leads the team at 15.3 points. Try to add on 3 more and does. No, Coulihan gets on the board. Andrew Jaworski second on the team at 13.5 points per game as the team has 4 different players in double figures. This is Ainge up the left side. Over to Jaworski. He'll try a three. Oh, wow. It is raining threes for Babson. And the 21-11 lead, not even 6 minutes in. And Amherst already calling their first timeout. Imagine that they're the 14th ranked team in the country, but they did just lose their last game at Westfield State. 68-67, a last-second loss for them. I guess what maybe makes it surprising, and surprising really is the key word. The Owls are only 4-3 on the season, so they came in at 500 going into that game and got the big home win over a nationally ranked opponent. And obviously the Beavers trying to give them 2 in a row. They've had a great run of it so far. A 99-60 win over Anna Maria, a 97-70 win over Suffolk here. 93-70 win at LaSalle, 92-68 over Salve Regina, 76-48 at Bates, and then 76-66 in their last game at Bowdoin. So back-to-back wins against NESCAC opponents on the road in Maine. The win at Bates, they were up 41-22 at the half as Oftering had a 16-18 game. And Ainge and Coulihan each had 10 points. The win at the Bowdoin Polar Bears by 10 points. Coulihan had 19 points. Ainge had 16. Oftering had 12. Jaworski had a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds. The team shot 20 for 25 from the free throw line. Phelan grabs the offensive rebound, and then Ainge commits the foul, reaching in, trying to get the steal. 60% of the Amherst lineup is about to come out. Coming in will be 13, Michael Schroeder, number 15, Tim McCarthy, and number 25, Fruche. So it's those three plus Day and Phelan, the five on the floor. Che, near corner for Phelan on the deck, gets up in the air, almost didn't have anything to do with it. Another near turnover. They've turned the ball over a lot. That is a block at the top by Colin Bradenese, who has come in. And now Ainge gets a piece of it. Oh, he's going to be called for a second foul, though. Yeah, it is on Ainge. He thought he got all ball. Bradenese was there as well on a great double team. As Day heads to the free throw line, the 6'1 junior from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hits on the first one. And goes 2 for 2, 21-13. Another three-pointer by Coulihan. Well, this team on fire from distance. Three-pointers now 6 for 8 from outside the arc. And a big part of this 11-point lead. Almost 7 minutes played in half number one. That was a foul on Bradenese. Here's Day turning the corner. Gets shut down at the baseline. Flips it off to Phelan. Phelan, the lefty, high bank shot. For Amherst, their leading scorer is Fruche at 14.5 points, as Ainge can't hang and hit. Eric Salou second with 12.3. The only two players in double figures. Then it's Day off the bench with 9.5. Robinson 8.3. McCarthy also comes off the bench at 6.5 points. Their leading rebounder, Eric Salou, does have 8.5 rebounds per game. They get almost 13 more boards per game than their opponents do. Babson is a +6. Corner three is good by Che. Amherst does have one common opponent, that was LaSalle. They also beat them on the road. It was an 86-48 victory. Their other wins, Elmira 89-33, yikes, and Fitchburg State 84-62. Bradenese corner three, in and out. That ball was halfway down. And offensive foul drawn by Bradenese. Nice job after the missed three, getting back on defense and drawing the charge on number 13, Michael Schroeder. If nothing else, you gotta at least love that name. It's Scheretter. Still Schroeder. Coulihan almost overran the pass. A flip out, and now driving is Pattison. We'll stay at this end. Somebody's going to take it, and it will be Pattison. But first, Aaron Gow is going to come back in, and it's going to be Jaworski with his 8 points. Heading to the bench. Patterson inbounding, still 14 on the shot clock. Long three by Patterson. Actually, not Patterson. Excuse me. That's Bradney's. Airballed it. Assistant coach Matthew Droney. Class of 2017 and a major part of the national championship that season. Applauding, trying to get his player back onto it. A drive by Day, lays it in. And it's a 7-0 run now for Amherst to cut this down to 24-20. And Stephen Brennan calls on Crew Ainge to pop back. This is Shaheem Ulrichsen, takes it all the way in and gets the offhanded lefty layup to go. Far corner Phelan in front of the Babson bench. Great defense, double team. Patterson, Bradney's almost got the turnover. That should be a double dribble, and it is. That's going to get Ainge along with Oftring both back into the game. Ainge, Oftring, Ulrichsen, Patterson, and Gow, the 5 on the floor for Babson. +6. 9-10 into the game. Oftring will try another left corner three and get it to go. For a guy who's more known for his interior work on both ends of the floor, he has 2 threes and just missed another one as Garrett Day makes it rain from distance, cuts it back to 6. A tour of the baseline, and Ainge gets the pass from Ulrichsen. Ulrichsen almost got caught along the baseline, but was just able to kick it off. As another three-pointer is up and good. Boy, the threes are falling here. That's Garrett Day, who only averages 9.5 points per game. He's already gone over that. He's at 12. Oftring. Back out to Ulrichsen. Back over to Oftring. Won't try the three this time. Instead, puts it on the deck. Ooh, had a lane. Patterson will try the triple. Long. 3-pointers for Amherst as Phelan with the tough drive. Cuts it to 3. Day is 10 for 24 off the bench. Che 8 for 16. McCarthy 6 for 17. As a team, good percentage again. 45 for 120. It's a 375 percentage as Crew Ainge gets the teardrop to go, and then Stephen Brennan immediately calls the timeout. Ainge is up to 7. 33-28. Full timeout called by Babson with 9:18 left. But how about, we talk about the offense. We've talked a lot about the offense already for both teams, points per game, 3-pointers. It's the defense, though. Babson, very good defending the threes. 37 makes on 133 attempts. That's coming into this game, obviously. A 278 percentage. Decent. Not bad. You can live with that. You can live with your opponent making less than 30% on 3-pointers. All right, Amherst, 4 for 53. Their opponents have only made 4 3-pointers on 53 attempts. Again, coming into this game. That is 0.75, 7.5%. Less than 1 out of every 10. That's what 1 out of every 13? 14. 13. 13. 1 out of every 13 attempts have gone in. Babson today on 3-pointers, 7 for 12. 58.3%. So that percentage already, unless Babson attempts 93 pointers today and misses all of the rest of them, takes 78 3-pointers the rest of this game and misses all of them, that percentage is going to go up at 7.5%. Babson right now needs to do a better job defending the three, grabbing the defensive rebound. Oftring takes it away from Gao. Bodies all over the floor. Patterson fighting for it. Going to get a jump ball, which is going to send it back over to Babson. It looked like the Beavers had a couple of opportunities, including Gao, to jump on that loose ball. Beavers will take the possession on the possession arrow, but obviously would have liked to have had it cleanly. Here's Patterson in the corner. Up top for Jaworski. Back over to Patterson. Patterson takes it all the way. Flips it a little too high off the window with the left hand. Great hustle to try to get back into the play. And then is able to front his man, Salou. Che drives, steps into the shot, rolls it through. Down to a three-point game again at 33-30. 8:20 to go in half number one. Ainge thought about the three. Keeps the dribble, though. Oftring top of the key. Not going to take it. Still with the dribble. Nice pass to Patterson, and it goes off of him. Out of bounds. We'll send it back over to Amherst. And I tell you what, Amherst isn't terribly close. It's the western part of the state, so it's probably a good drive. Love the crowd here. The Mammoths have brought it today. They are here. Now, again, you can't always go by that. You look at, Devon Allen is from Danvers, Mass. Tommy Mobley's from West Newtown. Tim McCarthy from Medfield. Fruche from Somerville. Will Phelan from Quincy. Eric Salou from Carlisle. Those are all fairly close. Jack Carlin's from Groton. It's not as close as most of those, but that probably has something to do with it. But regardless, we will welcome you in here. You can cheer on your team as long as you're leaving not happy. All right, now the Mammoths are within a three-pointer of tying this game. Instead, Salou will stop in the paint short. Defensive rebound by James Welch. Sophomore guard from Needham, Mass. Here's a long three with a hand in his face, and Coulihan knocks it down. That's 3 threes for Jack Coulihan today. Give him 9, 1 point shy of Oftring for the team high. Salou has a couple-inch advantage on Oftring, as that's a nice laydown off to Salou on the pick and roll. The Babson foul will go on Welch. That is the fifth on the team. Amherst has committed only 2, and it's a 2-shot foul coming up here for Salou. Coming in, he was their team's leading free throw shooter, 10 for 13. The only player in double figures. Again, they've only played 4 games. Babson's played 6. As a team, a decent free throw percentage, just under 70%, 68.8. 33 for 48 from the free throw line. Today, perfect, 5 for 5. Babson has yet to attempt a free throw. Here's Welch. No look, lay down to Coulihan, got bumped, not called. And Oftring almost had the rebound behind his head, and said Salou lays it off to Phelan, puts it up with the left hand, draws the foul. And got the layup to go. He's a lefty, and he went with the inside hand. Almost made that more difficult than he needed to, but he actually draws the hoop and the harm. And Phelan to the line. I think they gave the foul to Jaworski, which is his first, but now the 6th on the team. Welch lanes that one home. So the point of the 16 fouls, I got to finish the point. You can't start a point and not finish it. Tough lay down to Salou. Blows the one-handed dunk, and that Oh, that should go to Babson. Sulu went up with one hand and got rejected by the rim. All right, let's finish that point. The point is that for the last 6:17 now, every non-offensive foul, the Mammoths will be shooting free throws, 1-1, followed by the two-shot foul. Bounce pass collected by Schroeder. Schroeder goes up and over Oftring, but Oftring is right there and then gets the rebound after it bounces around the rim a couple times. Welch lays it down to Coolahan, quickly over to Oftring. Oftring stops at the free throw line, turns, and gets the shooter's roll. Oftring up to 12. Well, we wondered what would give, or I wondered. I keep saying we. I'm the only one on the broadcast. I wondered what would give, the offense or the defense. Boy, the defenses have given so far. Phelan. Ball goes around quickly. Left corner. Three-pointer is missed by Robinson. Babson already up to 40, and we still have 5.5 minutes left. Two teams coming in averaging better than 80 points per game. Oftring will try another left wing three and get it to go right in front of Schroeder, who hangs his head as if to say, I don't know what else to do. Guarding the three-point line against Frank Oftring, I bet was not in the game plan. You have to, because he does have that kind of range, as Schroeder has that one ripped away by Jaworski, but not long enough, as Robinson will try the straightaway three. Can't bank it in, but the offensive rebound by Josh Cherry. 43-37. Welch may have gotten away with a high dribble. Jaworski drives, gets a bump, not called again. Babson still has yet to take a free throw in this game, as a corner three is up and good. Josh Cherry now up to 7 points, and it's 43-40 with 4:10 to go. Oftring willing to play 22-plus feet away from the basket. Coolahan the drive, takes it all the way in, draws contact again. Misses the layup. Drive by Robinson, may have been partially blocked by Oftring. Coolahan was also in there. Welch gets bumped. And the assistant coach, Aaron Toomey, didn't like that. He's going to send back in Garrett Day and Eric Salou. A fairly quick trip on the bench for Salou. He's played a very good game at both ends of the floor. Jaworski inbounds to Oftring. Welch has it poked away. Almost got it back, but a clean steal. Here comes Robinson, coast to coast. Lays it down. And a layup by Cherry. He almost traveled with it. And it's a one-point game, 43-42. Welch hesitation dribble, back out high. Nice touch passing. Here's Coolahan, the open three. He's going to knock that one down every time. And Stephen Brennan calling for a 30-second timeout. That goes back up to a 4-point game, 46-42 with 3:20 left. And Babson now 10 for 15 from the three-point line. 10 for 15. 30 points. 30 of their 46 have been from outside the arc. And again, not a one from the free throw line. 0 for 0. Amherst, 5 for 5. .320 left in the half, and again, the Babson baseball team going to be honored at the half for their accomplishments last season, going to the Division III World Series. That thrilling 2-1 victory over SUNY Cortland in the East Regional Championship. And then a nice run, little run. Have apparently a little bit of scoreboard keeping to do. Official had a quick talk at the scorer's table and on replay. And now under 3:23:15 to go. Babson by 4. Led by as many as 11. Cherry got his man up in the air. Coulihan, Salou, the up and under, and gets it to go. 46-44. We're on pace for 100 here today, guys. Buckle in for this one. Again, didn't know which way this game would go. Would it be first to 100 or would it be first to 60? Gao for 3, no. Rebound, Salou and Cherry fight for it, but they play on the same team. Robinson, hesitation, dribble, got bumped, almost got the circus layup to go, and said the rebound, Ulrichsen lost it to Cherry. Kick out corner, Robinson, but it won't matter because it's an offensive foul on Josh Cherry. That's a good thing because the corner 3 was good, but it won't count. Shea comes back in for Amherst. Ulrichsen over to Jaworski. Now Coulihan gets met by a triple team, so Jaworski will try the 3 and hit it. 49-44. Day with a big crossover dribble, but he couldn't free himself. Salou goes up and under, Oftering. Salou with a nice interior post move. He's up to double digits now at 10. Oftering picks up the dribble, then has it knocked away, and he's got a chance to drive in. Instead, he'll kick it out. Jaworski won't take the corner 3. Fake it, drive, and too short with the teardrop. $1:45 left. Day, pull up. Yes. Back down to 1. With 90 seconds to go. Ulrichsen. Coulihan. It's not Coulihan. Jaworski goes baseline. The little reverse layup. Gets it back to 3. Up over 50. 51-48. Babson will take this down under a minute to go. Oftering. Salou mentioned he's got a couple inches on him. Long reach on Eric Salou. Oftering takes a bump. A couple of up fakes, didn't put it up. And now Gao will fire and misconnection. Rebound pulled down by McCarthy. And McCarthy going to take this one in. And Gao call for the foul. He thought he was straight up, but the hands did come down a little bit, and that's going to get Colin Bradneys into the game, as that is the 7th team foul on Babson, but the 2 free throws coming up for McCarthy. Again, they have yet to miss a free throw today, and Babson has yet to attempt a free throw today. Welch comes in along with Bradneys. It's Ulrichsen and Gao who come out. Hey, I did it. 51-49. It stays a 2-point game. All right. Feeling good about myself now. Jaworski takes the tip pass, goes right to Bradneys, who goes to the bucket. And now Babson back up by 4. Shot clock off with 20 seconds left. Time for a big stop. Have a 2-possession lead heading to the half. Assistant coach Andrew Habermehl out there directing traffic as well. Stephen Brennan standing by. Matthew Droney steps up too. I think they understand how big this one possession is. Salou turns, gets Oftering up in the air, and then deflects the shot. Salou gets it back and can't follow as time expires in the first half. A 53-49 lead for Babson. Wow. Up over a half century in 40 minutes of play. Both teams, and obviously Amherst, if they had just made that one last free throw, they would be right at it. quickly the team stats. Babson shoots 60% from the field, 21 for 35. Amherst is only two buckets away from that, 19 for 37, 51.4% on threes. Babson 11 for 17. There's your difference in the game. Amherst just 5 for 13. Free throws, mentioned Amherst 6 for 7. Babson did not take any. Rebounds, Amherst out rebounding the Beavers 20-12 and 7-1 on the offensive glass. Points in the paint. That's a place where Babson usually makes a living. 22-16 is that number. Individually, Garrett Day leads Amherst with 14 points. Frank Goftering leads all scorers with 15. Andrew Jaworski, 2 behind him with 13. Jack Houlihan, 12. Eric Salou, the other player in double figures for the Mammoths, he's at 10. Josh Cherry has a game-high 6 rebounds. Frank Goftering has 5 for Babson. All right, we're going to see if we can pick up Mike Lynch, athletic director. I believe he's going to be doing the emceeing of this baseball team. So we'll see if we can pick him up, and if not, I have the script right here in front of me that I can certainly read off to you, but you'd much rather hear from Mr. Lynch. All right, so it actually wasn't Mr. Lynch, it was the public address announcer. So I'll just read it off to you because this was such a fun team to watch last year. Then again, I'm a baseball guy. Maybe I should be saying that on a basketball broadcast, but I'm a baseball guy, so I enjoy watching great baseball, and that was great baseball to watch last year. Under the direction of head coach Matt Noon, the Beavers captured a share of their 3rd straight NUMAC regular season title and earned the program's 3rd consecutive NCAA Division III tournament berth. Babson defeated Trinity in a winner-take-all game to advance out of the Hartford Regional and then swept Cortland in a best-of-3 Super Regional Series to clinch the program's first trip to the College World Series in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. At the World Series, the Beavers played in 3 consecutive one-run games, which included a 5-run rally with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning to defeat Heidelberg in an elimination game. I followed that one a little bit online. That was amazing to watch. The Green and White, which set a school record for victories for the 3rd year in a row, finished the year at 39-10 overall and was ranked 3rd in the final D3Baseball.com poll and 4th by Collegiate Baseball. Additionally, the program's 8-man senior class graduated with a school record of 127 wins over their 4 seasons at Babson. That's unbelievable. Individually, Michael Gennaro became the 3rd player in Babson history to earn All-America honors and was joined on both the All-Conference and All-Region teams by Jake Olliger. It was a great season last year, and I don't want to put pressure on them, but you kind of expect the same thing this year. They have a lot of great returning players, and you got to figure that their incoming freshman class should be just as strong. It was fun to get to watch them and get to do their regional championship game. And you look at some of the key players that will be returning to this team. Jordy Allard, Henry Leak out of the bullpen. Thomas Lapham came on big at the end. Certainly Jake Olliger. I think off the top of my head, can't quite remember too many others, but Michael Noki, the pitcher, another pitcher. But here we are, the men's basketball game, a 53-49 lead for Babson. And again, expect this one to probably come right down to the wire against the 14th ranked Mammoths. Team coming off a tough loss their last time out. And with one team over 50 and the other one a point shy of that, this could be a back and forth affair as we head into the final 20 minutes of play. And about to start half number 2 as the Babson Beavers lead the Amherst Mammoths by a score of 53-49 at the end of 20 minutes. Just an unbelievable up and down half. And then three-pointers, the story of the game, as Babson shoots 11 for 17, and Amherst goes just 5 for 13, as obviously the two teams switch ends to begin this. 9 seconds in, a kick ball on Babson. This is Grant Robinson trying to drive by Crew Ainge. Laid down to Josh Cherry, uses that big size of his and drops that one in. You don't get too many games like this. As Oftering for a straightaway 3. He didn't even jump. He barely got off the ground for that. And he made it look like a layup. Could almost slide the game program underneath him. And then called for the blocking foul, or maybe he was touching the ball while stepping out. I think that's what it was. He reached in and got the ball, but he was stepping on the sideline. So no foul on Oftering. He doesn't have any, but he's up to 18 points as Robinson on the drive just lost it out of bounds. Ainge laid down. Oftering won't take the 3. Instead gets his man up in the air and then gets rejected. And that should be off of him, I believe. Oh, well. All right, we're going to stay at this end. You know, I think we're even, because I think there was one call that should have gone to Babson in the first half that went to Amherst, and now I think that one should have gone the other way. So these calls always have a way of evening themselves up, don't they? But an offensive foul called on Jaworski for the push-off on the dribble drive baseline. Coach Brennan just applauding, saying, all right, let's come up with the stop. We're up 5. Oh, on the cut through, there was a wide open Fruche. He wanted it as that gets swung into the corner on the drive, and Allen couldn't get it to go. So it's the Beavers by 5 in the ball. Oftering for straightaway again, short with that one. Robinson thought he might have taken the 3. Instead, it gets laid down to Salou, and Salou misses the easy one. And then Oftering comes from nowhere to grab the rebound. And before going out, was able to kick it off to Jaworski. Now Ainge back to Oftering. Nice lay down to Coolahan. It gets deflected to Gow. Back to Oftering for the easy lay-in. Outstanding ball movement by the green and white. Again, if you missed the early part of the broadcast and haven't seen the notification on the website as taking that one all the way, Che lays it in. The Beavers for their centennial celebration, as Amherst calls a timeout for their centennial celebration. They're busting out some throwback unis this season. This time they're going back to the 78-79, 79-80 campaigns with the script on the front of the jersey. You'll see that a couple times during the course of this season. Today, I believe, is the first one of those. And it's quite a time to bring them out, obviously, against this team. That they're 15-24 against all time, but each team is 4-4 in their last 8. The last time Babson won was 2 years ago in, well, it must have been quite the game, a 72-71 victory on 3 free throws with a half a second left. That game was here. Down 2, and you get 3 free throws with a half second left to turn a 2-point loss basically into a 1-point win. Last year, Babson won 68-55. Frank Oftering had 12 points. That was December 6, 2018. December 6, 2018. That's last year. That was out in Amherst. Oftering gets Salou up near. One-hand pass out to Coulihan for three off the side of the rim. A little wide left. That one would have been a nice one to have. Would have gotten it up to 8. Instead, it hangs at 5. Robinson running the point, working on Ainge. Takes it all the way in. A wraparound pass to Che. Cherry takes it in. Gao with great defense, and apparently off of Gao. So we'll stay here with 12 to shoot. Robinson will inbound. Wants it back. Gets it from Che. Shoots over the top of Ainge and hits. It's just neither team is going to get a big edge. Babson did have a 24-13 lead very early in the first half. I mean, like 5 minutes, basically. The way these two teams have been just going back and forth offensively. Great cut by Gao. And an even better look, but he couldn't hit the layup. So here's Amherst with a chance to tie. Salou gets bumped out by Oftering. Goes right around him and misses the layup. And then Oftering grabs the board and goes down over the top of Salou. That is unbelievable to watch Eric Salou miss that one. He had Oftering dancing left as Salou went right. And then he missed the easy one. I mean, every bucket is going to mean something in a close game like this. 58-56, Babson. Jaworski for three, short. Salou the board. Robinson is Amherst again with a chance to time. A nice defense by Ainge. Strips him on the way by, and then I think we're going to get a kickball called on Babson. No foul as Garrett Day returns. Comes in for Devon Allen. Day way out. Now Salou spins on Coulihan and hits, and we are even up at 58. Ainge up the right wing side, off to Oftering. Back to Ainge, steps behind the line. Now Oftering, he wanted to take that. We saw Josh Cherry in front of him. Ainge, Oftering gets position. Ainge hangs, throws it wildly off the backboard and can't get it to go. And now Amherst with a chance to take a lead. Their only lead was by 3. 13 seconds into the game. They don't get it there, but now they do. On the follow-up to give them a 60-58 lead by Che. Matt Pattison out to Oftering. Tries to drive and spins and gets again the shooter's touch. He likes these rims, and very quickly we're even up at 60. Oftering up to 22 points for a guy who averaged 13 coming in. Salou spins all the way around, keeps the ball back out to Day and returned. Oftering bodies him up and is going to be called for the very cheap foul. You can see a lot of guys in green on the bench going, are you kidding me? And Stephen Brennan was in on that as well. That's a very cheap foul on Oftering. Luckily, it's just his first, second on the team. It's probably one he didn't need to commit either. And now we have a foul away from the bar that will go on Che as he tried to get body position on Crew Ainge. Che called with his first foul. And now second foul on Amherst. Ainge over to Jaworski. Wanted to go to Oftering, instead he went to Coulihan. Now it goes to Oftering. Gets his man up in the air. Wow, did he get Griffin Gerwig just going every which way as Oftering found the daylight. Cherry over to Day. Day, skip pass back to Cherry. Just 2 dribbles and takes it all the way in. Misses it. And another rebound to Oftring. Give Oftring 8 boards. And a foul is going to go on Gerwig, the junior from Ashland, Ohio. 6'5", trying to play defense on Oftring. Coulihan not quite able to catch and shoot. Oftring takes it all the way in. Somehow lays it down to Jaworski for the 2. Maybe not the exact pass that Oftring wanted to make there, but they all count. Beavers by 4. Robinson takes it in, gets hit by Oftring, and then Shea on the follow. As Schroeder comes back in, the 6'7" sophomore from Ridgewood, New Jersey. Beavers by 2 on the ball. 12:50 left. Ainge. Back and forth we go. Now down to Oftring. Oftring right, left, right. Misses the easy one. Oftring directing traffic defensively. And Garrett Day threw it to the referee. He saw the black jersey and just assumed he was a teammate. Another turnover for Amherst. For them, that is their 8th. Babson has only turned it over 4 times. Ainge off the backboard and in from about 6 feet through a hardline drive. I'm playing out a lot of the baseball terms today in this basketball game. Shea out to Robinson, end of a 2-hopper, and then makes it rain over Ainge. Gets the Mammoths back within 1. 66-65. We still have a half dozen minutes, still a full dozen minutes left. Not a half dozen, a full dozen. Oftring for 3. That's such a weird looking shot. That's so weird to look at, but it worked. It worked so many times. How about 27 points for Frank Oftring? We still got 11:42 left. As a 30-second timeout called by Amherst. He jumps off the left foot and he kicks the right knee up in the air. And that one was about 2.5 feet beyond the arc, and he makes it look easy. It looks like a layup for him. That's unbelievable, and it's fantastic to see, obviously. And a guy that, again, probably wasn't in the book or in the playbook to say, oh, we got to defend him from 20 feet and plus. But we know he can't hit it, and obviously he did there. So the Beavers up 69-65. 11:42 coming out of the timeout, which was actually called by Babson. Puts them down to 3 left. Day rips the pass through to Salou. Gets up in the air, lays it down to Phelan. The up fake. Didn't draw. Bradney's in the air, but he still went around him to get the bucket. And uses the high screen, goes around it. Out to Bradney's. Now Bradney's goes left. Up and under move by him, and he will get the foul. And for the first time today, a Babson Beaver will be at the free throw line. And it will be Colin Bradney's. As a team, Babson, I mentioned 20 for 25 in their last game at Bowdoin. And that's that's what they do. They're a good free throw shooting team. You're only supposed to do it for the other team, not for your team. Good free throw shooting team, coming in 88 for 108, only 20 misses. An 81.5% free throw shooting team is Babson. Brad Meese goes 1 for 2. And the lead is 3. Garrett Day for Amherst off the bounce through Phelan, somehow able to get it before it went out of bounds. He caught it after it went behind his head. Day with the kick out now to McCarthy. Over to Salou, maybe a little bit further out than he wanted. Ainge almost got the steal. Che takes a bump, gets in the air. Day for 3 in the tie and got it. And even up again at 70. Ainge off to Coulihan. Patterson needs to find an outlet. Kick up Bradney's for 3 and the answer no off the back rim. And Amherst with the ball and a chance to tie. Could be with under 10 minutes to go. Day takes it in, flips it up in the air. Strong. Salou had the rebound, lost it, tipped it out. Phelan hustles for it, saves it, flips it up in the air. But Jaworski is there for Babson. Off to the races he goes. Ainge over to Patterson. Won't take the 3. Babson will reset the offense. Still plenty of time. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ainge takes it in. Spins and hits. Nice move by Crew. A junior transfer from Utah State. Phelan, not sure if that pass was intended for him. The lefty takes it in, too strong. And the rebound to Jaworski. Quickly ahead to Patterson. Up fake. Well, he got away with a walk there, but then he missed the layup anyway. Oh, and then stolen by Patterson on the floor at midcourt. Calls the timeout to keep possession with nobody to send it to. That will leave Babson with only two timeouts the rest of the way. But every possession is going to make a difference. So earlier I said that Aaron Toomey is the interim head coach for Amherst. He's the school's all-time leading scorer, graduating in the class of 2014, 2,033 points. He's also first in three-pointers made at 291 and free throws made 606. He was the National Player of the Year in 2012-13, which was the year they won their second national championship. 06-07 they also did it. The team was 108-13 and 36-3 in the NESCAC during his playing career. He did sign to play professionally in Spain, but got injured and immediately joined the Amherst coaching staff. Now, he's the interim head coach because regular head coach David Hickson, the class of 1975, is taking a one-year leave of absence after 42 uninterrupted seasons as a player and coach. He's now spending time with his father and reconnecting with former players. So kind of got started after his mother died last year. And Aaron Toomey took over for that one game, and it was a win over Williams. I mean, if you're gonna be an interim head coach for one game, you might as well get a win over Williams if you're the head coach at Amherst. That's the one to get. So it sounds like the assumption is that Coach Hickson will be back on the bench next season, but good for him for taking the year away, and obviously has great trust in his former player. His Jaworski, again, got bumped, not called, but it's now Babson by 4, 74-70, approaching 8.5 minutes left. Corner, Che left open. Don't want to see that if you're a Babson player. That is too easy for Fru Che. He's up to 14. Ainge takes it all the way in. Went down behind the play, gets up looking at the official. Oftring and Ainge jump out on Robinson. That leaves Allen open for three. Instead, he tries to lay it down to Salou. Met by 4 players in white jerseys. The ball is free, still free. Gow dives for it. He's got it first. They're going to call a jump ball. It will send it back over to Babson with 7:45 left, but players hustling on both sides. Maybe the officials saw it differently. Babson saying they called the timeout. I don't know if they want to do that. I don't leave them with only one. Matt Patterson saying we call the timeout. Might want to save those. Coolahan comes back in for Gow, but Gow's going to get a nice hand from his coaching staff. Josh Cherry also comes in for Amherst. 76-73 with 7:40 left. Ainge off the bounce. Jaworski looking to get rid of it right away. Here's Coolahan. 12 points, all on threes. Jaworski back to Ainge with just 5 to shoot. He'll have to fire it up, and does. Off the side of the rim. And Salou will let that bounce out over the end line. A 3-point game for Babson. 7:10 remaining. Gow looks like he's getting looked at by the trainer on the far side, Kara Gustafson. Salou, that should be a walk. Ainge skipping. And throws it into the bench. Tick down to 6:40. Robinson and Salou. Cherry has played himself a very nice game. Phelan off to Allen will try the corner three, but he got fouled. Coolahan looks like will be the one called for it. And it'll be 3 free throws coming up for Devon Allen. And if he goes 3 for 3, we'll be tied at 76. Foul did go on Coolahan, just his first and just the third on the team. Fouls not nearly as bad in the second half as they were in the first half for Babson. 3, but only 6:28 left. Allen back rims that one, so he will not be able to tie it at the free throw line. Amherst 8 for 10 at the free throw line, make it 9 for 11. And Amherst calls this timeout down 76-75 with 6:28 left. We've also really slowed down at the 3-point line for Babson. Remember, they were 11 for 17 at the end of the first half. Now make it 13 of 24. So just a 2 for 7 second half from distance for Babson. Amherst was 5 for 13, now 9 for 17. So that's 4 for 4. There you go, 4 for 4. That's a good half. And that's helped them get back into this game. They had a very short-lived lead, but now down by 1. Babson has the basketball. 6:28 left coming out of the timeout. Jaworski guarded by Phelan in the backcourt. Got it across the timeline with plenty to go. Ainge. Got it in the Jaworski, maybe a little bit further out than he wanted. steps back on Phelan, shoots over the top of him, and then the rebound, Patterson tips it out to Oftering, and now Patterson gets it back. Patterson drives left, takes it all the way in, and was a little bit closer than he thought. So he threw it off the bottom of the rim, and now Amherst with the chance to take a lead, down by 1 with less than 6 to go. Robinson at the free throw line, circles it back out. Allen Phelan. Phelan hangs short. And a foul on the floor. Looks like it's going to go on. What's going on? Oftering. That'll be his second. Just his second. 4th on the team. Both teams at 4. As Garrett Day returns for Amherst. Phelan being guarded by Coulihan. Salou, now Day. Patterson stops on him very nicely. Oftering as Salou gets by him. That was a good, strong power move. Couple of dribbles, and the Mammoths go up by 1, 77-76. Ainge crosses over Robinson, takes a bump, will be called on the floor. No shot. The foul goes on Grant Robinson. Just his first. Had to get it in finally. Coulihan drives all the way, stops, kicks it out to Oftering, right corner 3, short, he knew it, and Coulihan sneaks in for the rebound, he missed it, tipped back out here, Ainge for 3, no. Oh, many opportunities for Babson on that trip, and they just couldn't get the rock to fall. And they're having some shooting problems here in this half. The ball is just not going through the rim. Had some good looks. Day, Patterson called for the foul. It's a pretty good foul because otherwise Day would have driven all the way in for an easy deuce. It's just his first on Matt Patterson, and both teams now at 5. Robinson triggers to Salou, hands it back to Robinson, shoots over the top, and in and out. Salou gets in for the rebound through 4 Beavers, and then he misses that one, and Oftering chips the rebound out. Well, both teams sighing a little bit in relief. The last couple of trips up the floor, Jaworski hits. Back and forth we go on the odd number. Now it's Babson by 1, 78-77. It was 53-49 at the half. And the scoring pace is slowed way down in half number 2. Shea thought about the long 3, drives by Jaworski, puts it up over the top of Coulihan, and Ainge sneaks in for the rebound. Oftering thought about the 3. Kick out Patterson. Quickly over to Ainge. On the high screen, Oftering. Back out Coulihan for 3. No. Looked good out of his hand. Sailed just a little bit wide right. Amherst again with 3.5 to go now with the chance to reclaim the lead. Oftering sneaks in on Phelan. The ball is loose and a foul going to be called. Probably on Patterson, I would imagine, and it will be on Matt Patterson for him. That's his second. Patterson has not scored in this game. He's 8 for 16 on threes coming into this game. But no points for Patterson. But just when you say that, he could explode for a couple of buckets in a row, and next thing you know, he's up to 6-8 points. As Robinson fouled on the way through. Just as he went up for the layup, he got fouled by Oftering, and that's 3 on Frank. He's been stuck at 27 points for a little while. And 2 free throws coming up for Grant Robinson. makes the first. We're even up now at 78. For Robinson, it's his first 2 free throws of the game. Just 2 for 9 shooting. Both made baskets from distance, and a 2 for 2 trip gets the Mammoths the 1-point lead. And the timeout called by Amherst. So the timeout by the Mammoths leaves each team with 2 for the final 3:18 of regulation. Mammoths up by 1, 79-78 with 3:10 remaining. Big game for both sides. Babson trying to stay undefeated at 7-0. Certainly their biggest win of the year, if they can get it today. Oftering, couple of up and unders. Instead of to go to Ange, who dives for almost went into a full dive. Hangs and hits. Wow, Crew Ange deserves a lot of credit for that basket. That's a hustle play. That ball was headed for the team bench. He didn't travel with it. Great look. Salou from Robinson. One-touch pass on the diagonal cut. Ainge again. Jaworski got Phelan in the air. Ainge tells him to dribble. Go that way. Go left. I'm hanging out in the corner. Foul going on Grant Robinson, just his second. Robinson at 8 points. That's right on his season average. Ainge uses a high screen from Oftering. Ainge gets it back. Oftering's got position on Robinson, much smaller guy. Backs him down and gets it to go. That's a great job by Crew Ainge and Frank Oftering. These two working so well together. Oftering on the switch had the much smaller Grant Robinson on him. And got the lefty layup. Under 2 to go. Babson by 1 against the number 14 team in the country, the Amherst Mammoths. Day on Coulihan. Blocked by Coulihan. Now Babson by 1 and the ball, 100 seconds to go. Ainge calms it down, splits a double team up in the air. Oftering can't make the clean catch. Now he'll go on the deck and got fouled by Salou. Oftering at the line. The team is 1 for 2 during this game. And Oftering misses that one. All right, this team, 81.5% coming in. They make a living at the free throw line. But it's a good total, too. 88 for 108. But now you have Bradney's at 1 for 2 and Oftering at 1 for 2. The Beavers have left 2 points on the free throw line. That one make does get Oftering up to 30. That's 30 for 30. Oftering playing with 3 fouls as well. Don't want to commit that one from way out as Phelan puts it on the deck and a blocking foul. And who is it on? It is going on Oftering. That's 4. He had no fouls in the first half. He is up to 4, 1 away from fouling out of this game. And if you're Amherst, you keep attacking 30 and white. That has to be the way to go about this. Phelan at the free throw line makes the first. Phelan 2 for 2 now at the charity stripe. And if he makes it 3 for 3, we'll be tied at 83 with 1:11 left. And he's short. He line drived it. Coulihan the rebound. Ainge and Oftering talking in the backcourt. Crew Ainge, the point guard, brings it up. The final minute of play. Ainge almost taken away. Jaworski all the way in. No. Patterson flies in for the rebound. Couldn't tip it. And then we're going to get a very late call as Jaworski got elbowed. Stayed down. And who's the foul going on? Did it go on Salou or did it go on Phelan? Wow, it goes on Salou, and that's his 4th. And whereas that's a loose ball foul, that's a 1-and-1 that will come up for Jaworski. But after the timeout that was just taken by Babson, that leaves them with 1 to go. 83-82, Beavers with the lead. 49.5 seconds left. And out of the timeout, again, it will be a 1-and-1 for Andrew Jaworski. And that really was a late call. It might have been a foul, but it was a late call. And then you also have to keep in mind who it was called on. Eric Salou, he has 4 fouls. Frank Oftering has 4 fouls for Babson. The only players on either side, or on each side, to have 4. Oftering leads all scorers with 30 points. He also leads all rebounders with 10. Garrett Day leading Amherst with 17 points, but Salou right behind him at 16 on 7 of 16 shooting. Also has contributed 9 rebounds. It's the 2 big guys. Been battling back and forth all game long. It's the 2 big guys. They each have 4 fouls. And really, they're going to call it an... They're going to call it an offensive foul. So no 1-and-1 for Jaworski. But really, it could be the first play that fouls out. If either of them do, that could make the difference in this game. Ainge did not take the 3. Now he drives. Stops. Spins around. Jaworski with 12 to shoot. Fake left goes right. Draws contact and gets the tough layup to go. And flexes to the crowd, to the student section, the baseball team specifically. 85-82. Shot clock turned off. Babson by 3. Robinson with the ball. And timeout called by Amherst. That will leave them with 1 left and 18.9 seconds left. They do not need to take the 3, and that's something that I'm sure Stephen Brennan will be reminding his team. Don't guard against the 3 and give them an easy 2. Colin Bradney, with his length and long arms and great hustle and defensive ability, will come in out of the timeout. Maybe that's why, another reason why, I wonder if maybe Amherst should not have called the timeout there. Trust your guys to come up with something. A pretty young team they are. Josh Cherry is and Eric Salou are the only 2 seniors that play, or that are playing today. Tommy Mobley has played a little bit, but not today. After that, Garrett Day is a junior. Grant Robinson's a junior. Fruche is a junior. But now you allow Babson to get their defensive specialist into the game. So for the Beavers, it's Bradinese, Pattison, Jaworski, Coulihan, and Ainge. So Oftring with his 4 fouls is the one who comes out. Here's Robinson. Che, Salou with his 4 fouls. Robinson being guarded closely by Jaworski. He drives, misses the layup. He fumbled it on the way up. The ball is loose, still loose, and brought in by Jaworski, who says, let's go down and shoot some free throws. 85-82, but only 4.3 seconds left, and 1 free throw from Andrew Jaworski should do it, but it is still a 1-and-1 for Jaworski. Foul goes on Che, his second. And Aaron Toomey and Amherst will call their final timeout. They need Andrew Jaworski to miss the front end of the 1-and-1. And again, that is the key here. That was the 9th foul on the Mammoths. So it is a 1-and-1 for Jaworski. But if he misses, Babson could just commit the foul rather than letting a player on Amherst take the ball all the way down and fire up a desperation 3 from half court or even closer. I've seen it happen just this season, not here. But Jaworski can put a complete end to all that just by making this first free throw. 85-82 with 4.3 seconds left, a 1-and-1 for Jaworski. Jack Coulihan, the only player down low, he makes it. That's a big one. Babson by 4. Now, whatever happens here, just don't foul. Everybody get out of the way. And now it really won't matter because it's 5. Day will fire it up. It won't go in. And Babson sends the 14th ranked team, Amherst Mammoths, to their second consecutive loss, 87-82. We thought we would get up over 100 based on how the first half went, but game really settled down over the final 20 minutes. Frank Oftring goes off for 30 points and 10 rebounds. The only player to come up with double figures in rebounds. Andrew Jaworski second with a 23-6. Crew Ainge has a 15-6, 6 being assists this time. Coulihan goes off for 12, and that's it. After that, Bradney's 3, Welch 2, Ulrichsen 2. Those are the only scorers for Babson. 7 players score, but those last 3 only combined for 7 points. For Amherst, Garrett Day leads them with 17 points. Eric Salou had 16 points, 9 rebounds. For Che, 14 points. Josh Cherry, 11. Will Phelan, 10. Grant Robinson, 8. Devon Allen, 5. And Tim McCarthy, 1. Overall team stats, Babson shoots 53% on 35 of 66. Amherst, 47% on 31 for 66. Three-pointers really slowed down for Babson in the second half. They had 11 makes in the first half, only 13 for the game. They were 2 for 10 from distance in the second half, so 13 of 27, 48.1%, while Amherst goes 9 for 19, 47.4%. Free throws, Babson, they make their living at the free throw line today, only 4 for 6, while Amherst 11 for 14. How about the turnovers, though? 13-5, Amherst with the 13. Points off turnovers, Babson goes 20 for 6. That's a big difference as well. Rebounds, Amherst 39-26, plus 13 on the glass was Amherst. 13-5 on the offensive end, 26-21 on the defensive end. Each team had 4 blocks. Amherst had 28 points off the bench, while Babson had only 7 points in the paint. Babson makes their living there as well. Each team had 38 points in the paint. Fast break points 11-3 in favor of Amherst. So Babson improves to 7-0 overall. while Amherst falls to 3-2. Again, their second consecutive loss for the number 14 team in the nation. Their next game is actually against another NUMAC opponent. They'll be at Emerson on December 7th, and then after that, 3 days later, they'll host Springfield. So it's 3 consecutive NUMAC opponents for the Amherst Mammoths. Babson, they'll bring their undefeated record out to Salem State on December 7th for a 2 o'clock game, and then they will round out. No, they won't round out. They will continue on with the Babson Invitational. Excuse me, with the Big Four Challenge in Salem, Mass. Obviously, they've already done the Babson Invitational. The Big Four Challenge in Salem, they'll take on either Brandeis or Tufts at 2 or 4, depending on how they fare in that game against Salem State. They'll round out the year by going down to Hartford to take on for the Trinity Holiday Invitational Tournament against East Con and Trinity or Regis. And then they get into conference time. They'll take on Springfield here at home on January 8th, a 5 o'clock game as NUMAC play gets underway. So again, the Beavers with the 87-82 victory. They led 53-49 at the half. Could only score 36 points in half number 2, but actually turned their 4-point halftime lead into a 5-point win. So they actually did better in that second half, I guess, than they did in the first. But we thought we were heading over 100, but instead, Babson is right at their season average, 88.8 points. They put up 87 in a 5-point win. I'd like to thank everybody here for helping out. It was great to get back here. First time back on this campus in about a month. It's been a long time, but always a great place to come and do a game as the Beavers improve to 7-0 overall, 4-0 here inside Stockey Gymnasium. Until next time, well, it won't be another home game, so I guess Happy New Year.